Sometimes you want to work on Corvettes and sometimes you don't. Right now Chopstick doesn't want to. Hey, you're ruining my video. Alright guys, welcome to not another Corvette video. Today we are working on a 1957 Oldsmobile 88. So every once in a while I'll browse Facebook or Craigslist and I'll see something that catches my eye and I'm like, I have to have it, and the price is good and you just can't say no, and that's what happened with this. So let me show you guys this Olds and let you see it and tell me what you think. What do you think, Chopstick? Okay, he likes it. Nuda? Nothing? Okay. So this is a 1957 Oldsmobile. Yes, it's a four-door, yes, it's a sedan, but it was cheap, so I picked it up. The thing about this car, it has really no options whatsoever. Other than a clock and a radio, there's pretty much nothing. But the good part about it is that the body is actually in really good shape. Same with most of the chrome and most of the glass. Interesting fact, it was last parked in '87, but it did come with a title and it did come with keys. So those are the important things. I have yet to get it off of my trailer, but today we're gonna see if we can't get it to run. It's all complete other than the hood, other than the carb is in the trunk, and I'll show you that. So I know it's been in Texas for a long time because I recognize the sticker that's left on the windshield. The worst part really of the car is that the previous owners decided they wanted to cut the floors out. They have patches, but you know, that's just one thing I gotta do. But look at this dash. Super cool. The biggest glove box you've ever seen. A really cool looking steering wheel and horn ring, and then the dash is awesome with this kind of inset part in the back with the clock in the middle. Sadly, most of the interior is missing, aka the headliner's gone, the carpet's gone, the driver's side door panels are gone, but the seats have new batting on them, but not new covers. Anyway, these taillights are awesome, and it's interesting to see the delete plates for the reverse lights, because this car has no options whatsoever. But it did come with the original carburetor, air cleaner, some interior pieces, lots of random fluids. So let's go to the important part and let's go look under the hood and see what we can see. One of my favorite parts about this car are these two little mini airplanes. In the 50s it was cool to have a airplane looking hood ornament, and I guess in Oldsmobile they decided, oh, we want two, but we can't put two in the middle, so we'll put that in the middle and then two on the fenders, because 3 ornaments is better than 1. I don't know. Let's get the hood open. So here under the hood we have the most basic basic engine bay you can imagine. Weirdly enough, in 57 they were still putting the master cylinders down underneath the floor, so here's the brake fluid remote fill for that. But there's no power steering, there's no power brakes. It's as basic as you can get. There's no AC, there's no electric wipers. It's basically just an engine, a generator, a water pump, and that's it. So what makes me kind of worried about this car is a couple things. So as you can see, the spark plug leads are new, the spark plugs are new, the coil is new, the battery is new. So at one point someone tried, I don't know how long ago, someone tried to get this engine to run. How well they did, I don't know, but that's what we're gonna. Alright, the first test that we're gonna do is we're going to plug the battery in, which is new. A lot of little sparkies. So something's energized. We're going to see what the engine sounds like as it turns over. You know, one thing I never did was check the oil. Probably should have done that first. Let's see what oil we got. It's in there. It looks newish. Well, one side does, one side doesn't. One of the coolest things about this car is the location of the key in the dash, like this. Sounds good. Now, let's get our tester out and see about spark. That's going to be the next one. With the ignition on, we should have power to this side of the coil. Oh, we do, but it's like super weak. Let's swap out this battery. Of course, it does have a ballast resistor, so there is that. So let's go ahead and pull a plug wire and check for spark. Alright, we're not getting any spark, so let's bust open that distributor and see what we see. We have upgraded our battery from the economy version to my winch battery, which is a nice battery. Now we're going to take a look at this distributor. I love GM. The one thing I don't love is how their distributors are always in the back and you can't get to them. We have a used cap. It looks like a new-ish rotor. But what I'm wondering mostly is the condition of the points. That's mostly what I need to see. From what I could tell, they look new-ish, just like everything else on this car, new-ish. Yeah, they need sanded down. Alright. Open the points with the screwdriver. Alright, clean the points. Let's see if it'll do it with the key. Well, I took the points out. They've seen better days. We're gonna shine them up, make them nice and pretty, put them back and see what they do. If not, well, we'll just get a new set, which isn't that expensive. It's getting humid and hot out. Luckily the sun hasn't come out yet, but what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put the carburetor back on temporarily, and then we're gonna put this battery, my winch battery let me down. We're gonna put that under a hot charger for a good 20 minutes, and hopefully we can get that starter to spin just a little bit faster. Alright, the battery is charged. We'll see how charged it really is. But what we're gonna try to do is fill up the float bowl as much as we can. And maybe, just maybe, it'll run off the carburetor. Now let's see if we can get it to fire or even spin fast enough to fire. That will be the magical thing. It ran and then you fell off, but it ran. That's awesome. Let's keep going. Looks like the only issue that the other people had was spark. This is not really surprising at all. Sounded pretty good. Let me get this choke to close. Let's try with the choke closed. See what happens. It'll start for a second, but that's about it. Oh. Let's see if sitting in the car, almost sitting in the car. No. See if that'll make any kind of difference. Pushing the non-existent gas pedal. Oh, battery died again, but hey, it ran. And it stinks. Oh. No. It stinks, but it ran. That's the important part. I've never actually looked at this exhaust. It sounded kind of like it was missing or had a leak. I don't know. Well, the sun has come out and it's starting to warm up out here. It's about as far as I'm gonna get doing it outside today, but hey, it ran. It only ran for, you know, a couple seconds each time, but I didn't hear any nasty noises. I didn't hear any knocking. There's probably some valve train noise, but you know, it's to be expected sitting as long as it has been. So there was the problem. The points were just dirty and gross, and then they needed adjusted, and it works. So the cool part about this engine is that I don't have to buy points. I don't have to buy spark plug wires, spark plugs, a coil, maybe a cap. But that's it for the ignition system, and then rebuild the carburetor, and fingers crossed, it should run more than 2 seconds. So if you like this video, make sure to share it, make sure to like it. You might get another video on this Oldsmobile if this video does well. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.